In today's world, many are bound by addiction. According to the State Department of Health, among adult Minnesotans, alcohol is the primary substance used at the time of admission to treatment, followed by methamphetamine. Only 1 in 10 people with a substance use disorder receive treatment in the U.S. A Rochester nonprofit is working every day to change that, and our Kelsey Marrier is sharing the stories to prove it.
We don't give up until we find a way.
This is Callie Vreeman. She's been a certified peer recovery specialist at Recovery is Happening in Northwest Rochester for 6 months and counting.
Addiction isn't black and white. There's so much gray.
She's part of the nonprofit's growing peer recovery support team that helps hundreds of individuals battling addiction all across Southeast Minnesota.
I go home every day and I thank God that I was given the opportunity to give back. We do some amazing things here.
You see, Callie knows firsthand the impact of recovery.
I've been fighting addiction for about 10 years. It was very lonely. You know, you think you got it all together and you're hiding it well, and you don't know how much out of control it is until you're hit with it. You didn't want the world to know, but at the same time, you don't know what to do.
So in June of 2022, after just giving birth to her 4th child, a daughter, Callie started treatment at Recovery is Happening.
She got to come to a group with me, so she's been through my journey with me as well, and they've been totally supportive on that.
The Stewartville native spent the next 7 months working to get sober through intensive outpatient services, peer recovery, and group support.
It felt like I didn't have to hide anything, and there was other people here that felt the same.
Callie graduated in January and tells me the reward is greater than she ever could have imagined.
I did shut my family out in my addiction, and in the last 18 months, I got to reconnect with my 9-year-old. Sorry. And I wouldn't change it for the world. I rebuilt relationships with my mom, my sisters, everything that I thought I lost for good.
It is so remarkable, the difference sobriety can make.
Another critical role in the success of this organization is committed volunteers like Jean Keefe.
You're doing it because it matters, and they tell you service is such a huge deal. No matter where you decide to dive into, these are real people.
She gives about 5 hours a week of her time to Recovery is Happening.
I have like a small study group of women, and then I also volunteer at the reception desk.
Not only does she volunteer for personal reasons,
I have a family member that's been through the program. I wanted to somehow be a part of how I can support her.
But also for the lessons, stories, and skills she's gained along the way.
There is such a great community of support, and even if we're not directly related to what they're going through, there is a way to extend that love and support that even looking back, they'll say, that person was there for me. This is how I got out of the pit I was in.
So whether you walk in the door or pick up the phone.
Thank you for calling Recovery is Happening. This is Leah. How can I help you?
They'll stop at nothing to help you find a way to a healthier, safer, and happier life.
I'm not going to tell you it's going to be an easy journey, because it's not, but it's worth it.
In Rochester, Kelsey Marrier, KTTC News.
A unique aspect about Recovery is Happening is the treatment plans are not one size fits all. They help create an individualized setup that works for you, and that could be through in-person peer support, telephone recovery, intensive outpatient treatment, and more. If you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, we do have links to some resources under this story at kttc.com.